Recording. Hey guys, I am at the park with Gavin, Kaylee, which are my two dogs, and we have Sophie the Rhodesian Ridgeback. And so today's topic, I'm going to talk about a video I saw a couple weeks ago where someone made a comment about, oh my gosh, what's with all these van people that have these big ass dogs in these tiny vans? That's like animal cruelty. I don't feel like it is. A lot of those people I kind of personally know that have big dogs and live in a van or an RV, and those dogs are actually like some of the happiest dogs. Now, I've been a pet sitter dog walker for 10 years, or over 10 years, and I actually have to say that people that don't walk their dogs every day, don't get proper training for their dogs, are actually doing more animal cruelty. Some people would say maybe it's cruel to live in a van or an RV with your dog. I don't think so, because some of those dogs, they get out every day. They get to go to the park, they get to go on hikes, they get to go camping, they get to be out in the wilderness, they get to be in different cities. They're always with their person, and for like 99% of dogs, that's all that matters to them, is that they're just with their person, and they don't care where they're going, what they're doing. They just want to be with their person, be with their pack. I think they're more well-rounded dogs, you know, because I work with a lot of dogs. I mainly work with dogs in a city. I live in Central California, a pretty big city, and so I see a lot of dogs. I see dogs that live in apartments. I see dogs that live in studios. I see dogs that live in huge mansions with huge yards, and it almost doesn't matter where a dog lives. Dog doesn't matter. You know, dog will live anywhere as long as it's with its person, and you know, it's getting guidance and training and, you know, discipline when it needs it, and a lot of outdoor time in different environments, different stimulation. I think that's where they're the happiest. So, you know, I think the only time it's ever hard to live in the van with the dogs is when it gets really warm. But I think it just depends on the climate and where you live, and if you're able to go where it's cooler. I've lived in apartments that get way hotter and stay hotter longer than my van ever has. The van, you could just move it somewhere cool or in the shade or where there's more breeze. Obviously, you could take the dogs out of the van and, you know, have them at the park or at a creek or a lake or the beach, other places. Whereas if you live in like an apartment on the third floor, second floor in an old building, you have to have ACs running like 24/7 to keep it cool, you know, and it kind of never cools down. Sophie, I think she's camera shy. But yeah, so to that person's comment on someone else's video about like they thought it was so cruel to have a big dog in a van. Some people already had whatever dogs that they had and then moved to the van life or the RV life, or maybe they have a house too, and they just also do that part-time. Maybe they do it full-time. Maybe they're only doing it for a year or two. Why should they give up their pet just because their lifestyle changed? That's just like those people, they're like, I'm moving to an apartment, I have to get rid of my dog. I'm having a baby, I have to get rid of my dog. I give props to those people that are like, I don't care what I live in, I'm always going to keep my dog, you know? And I think that is what's super most important. And those dogs that do live in vans and RVs and stuff, the nomad life, they're some of the most well-trained dogs. They're happy, they get tons of time outside, more than any house dog does. They're treated like a dog. They are out in the wilderness, you know, they get lots of stimulation, they get constant contact with their owners, you know, so you can work on a lot of behavioral problems because you're just with them all the time. Whereas in a house or an apartment, those people have to work all the time. They're gone so many hours a day. Their dogs are in a crate or stuck at doggy daycare, which is not a good situation either. And then the owners come home, they're too tired to deal with the dog, and then the dog's just like out of its mind, you know? So I think that's almost more animal cruelty, you know? Yeah. And then I have clients that have like big places, and they just confine their dogs to the laundry room or the backyard, or they can't even use all of the backyard, or they don't get to be in their bedroom with them, or they're only allowed in certain parts of the house. Like, that's not cool either, you know? Why have this place that size and not have your dog interact with you in every moment, you know? So I think a lot of that's like not cool, not right. So I, of course, obviously don't think that it's animal cruelty to live in a van, as long as, you know, you get your dog outside a lot. Like, in fact, I think I'm better at it when I live in the van, to make sure every day try to do something with my dogs. Like, we go for 2-hour walks, we go for bike rides, we rollerblade, we skateboard. I mean, I'm lucky I'm a dog walker, so they come on a lot of dog walks with me, so that's great. They're interacting with other dogs, they're in different neighborhoods. Just rolling his eyes at me. Don't roll your eyes at me, Jeff. So they get, you know, they have, I think, a more fulfilled life when we do the van than at home, where it's so easy to just leave them in a crate, leave them at home while you go do whatever, you know, and just kind of be like, yeah, just hang out with me on the couch. Like, I think our lives have been busier since we moved back to the van, but I feel like it's been better for the dogs because we have constant interaction with them all the time. You know, we're always with them, we can always be talking to them and interacting with them and teaching them new things and taking them new places and stuff, you know. So I think they've gotten better because of it, and I think they're pretty happy, you know. Right now they're just kind of like chill off, you know, because we didn't get long of a walk quite yet. Our day's still early. But yeah, a lot of times too, those dogs that live the nomad life, they're always like more well groomed, more usually cleaner kind of, unless you are on adventures all the time, you know. But I think it's more of a natural life for a dog. I don't think dogs were meant to live in one stationary place, going around the block the same time all the time, and, you know, just out in the backyard to play and entertain itself. I don't think that's natural to a dog. I think naturally a dog travels in a pack to different locations on, you know, to go to different places, see different things, you know. So I think that's more natural, which I think the whole nomad life kind of follows that, you know. Yeah, so that's pretty much my thoughts and views on that. If you guys want, of course, comment, you know. I want to hear your guys' thoughts and views. Some people may say, well, what about car life? You know, if you get your dog out enough, I think it's fine too, because I've done that, you know. At the beginning of my journey 5 years ago, I did have 3 small dogs, and in my little 4-door Mitsubishi Lancer, we lived in that for a couple months until we got a bus and everything else off. But yeah, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And thank you guys always for watching, and we'd love to hear some of your input and share some of your views. And if you want to know when I put out videos, subscribe and hit the bell icon and all that. Alright? Take care everyone, and go have fun. Bye!